Hi, my name is Brad Frere, and I just wanted to give you a quick demonstration of the Fidelity Factory Materials Transfer application that we've developed. So some story about this. This was originally developed for a company, and they were actually transferring real materials between sites. This is kind of a watered down version of that, but it kind of shows you a little bit of what we've put in place for them. So right now I'm just in kind of development mode, so I'm going to press play and get this guy going. So the user sees that nice little splash screen whenever they open up the app. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pretending to be an admin who actually goes in and enters a material transfer kind of right from the start. So this particular view is, because I'm admin, I can see other people's material transfer requests that they've already put in. So you can see here we got a few by Sean. If I wanted to, I can kind of go through and select and see other ones that are kind of ongoing as well. So these are the different statuses that we have in the system that they could see. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a new one. So we're going to press the add button there. So when we open this up, obviously it automatically knows who I am. I'm B. Frere. We're just going to type some test data in here. We'll say we're going from Fort McMurray and put in some more fake data here, and we're going to Edmonton, let's say. And just some kind of basic values here. The one thing that we want to make sure we do, we're going to choose ourselves for the project manager. What happens is when you do submit this material transfer, it actually goes to a project manager for approval. So we're going to select ourselves for right now, but obviously these all pull from the SharePoint list behind the scenes, and they could choose any particular project manager that they wanted. The one thing to mention as well is that all this data is being stored in SharePoint, just in lists kind of behind the scenes. And so we're going to say save. So you see at this point we haven't actually saved it, so we don't have access to the line items yet. So we'll save that, and then we kind of get some more options on the screen. So if we click the lines button here, so this is kind of the header information for the material transfer. We'll click on lines, and we'll just enter some information here, pretty basic. Again, these are all just kind of fields that the customer had wanted to put in place. And enter comment. And we do have the ability to attach files as well. One of the things that the project managers will be approving, they'll be approving like the header information, the line information, and any attachments should they need to be approved as well. And those actually get stored in SharePoint, which is kind of neat. So we'll add that in there. So there's our line 1. So some options that we've given them. So you can select that line. You can go and update it. Pretty straightforward. We also gave them the option to select that, and if they wanted to, they could actually copy that line. And you can see it basically just duplicates the important information for that line. We didn't duplicate the comments or the attachments. That piece wasn't wanted. So we'll just enter another comment here. And we'll change this to be a little bit better. I'll get rid of that new. We put that new in there just so it kind of identifies it a little bit easier. Change that to 12. And we'll update that guy. And there we go. And we also give them the update, or sorry, the ability as well. If they wanted to, they can select that line. And then of course they could delete it if they wanted to. So pretty straightforward. They could save this, and it gets saved. You can see a little message up top there, MTR updated. And we can see there's my one that I had created just now, and it's still in a draft state. So what we'll do is we'll actually go in and submit that guy now. And press submit, and away it goes. So we'll return back here. We can see it's removed from our drafts. If we actually go into our project manager approval, so we can find the one by me there, Fort McMurray to Edmonton. So it was submitted on today. So one of the things that we also gave them the ability to do is you can see this kind of button over here on the right hand side. If they wanted to copy the entire material transfer and create a new one, they could do that as well. So a lot of the information that they're submitting is repetitive. is what we understood, so we kind of gave them the ability to increase their productivity as much as possible. So what we're doing now is we're just waiting for the, oh, there it is right there. Emails come in. So what's happened is we have a flow on the background and it waits for that SharePoint record to be in a certain status, basically waiting for project manager approval. So I'm a project manager now, and I can see this is the information that's been submitted. So from Fort McMurray to et cetera, et cetera. We have the line items in here listed out, and so they can go and approve that. We'll just say, yeah, that looks great, and submit. And there we go. So it's going to move on. So now what the flow does is it actually moves it on to accounting, and accounting is going to get it in their inbox and do the approval there. So there it came in pretty quick. So I just wanted to kind of jump back to the app here really quick, and we can go to pending project manager approval, and we can find it. Oops, sorry, pending accounting approval, and we can find it there. There it is there. Pretty straightforward. The one thing too, we could go in here and we can click on audits, and there's the audit that I did there. So pretty straightforward. So if I go through and I'll play the role of accounting now, and we'll approve this and say submit, and there we go. So we'll come back to our app here. Just press cancel out of that. So it's disappeared from here and it's actually moved into a completed state. So some other kind of features that we put into this app since we released it, we have the project managers. They actually have the ability to approve right in the app or with the email still. And accounting has more features in here. Obviously, the one thing that we're missing in here is being able to see those completed items. So, but that is a role that accounting has, and they could go through and see all the audits. Obviously, if it was rejected, either at the project manager state or the accounting state, it actually gets reworked all the way back to the administration individual who originally submitted it. And you can see here there's a little rejected bucket as well. For these are all the ones that had been rejected. So if they come in here, and they could actually go into the audits, and so they could see the rejection there as well. So pretty straightforward. I hope that kind of gives you a good example of what this app does, and just all the different things that Power Apps is capable of. All right, thanks. Bye.